All right, there we go. All right, thank you very much. Thanks, MTI, and let's get the ball rolling. Sorry, everybody, we're running a little behind, but great content. So what's a little extra time being fall behind is not it's not the end of the world. Learning from great presenters that are here today is worth more than anything. But once again, great event today, MTI for hosting. And once again, my name is Fausto Puglieste, President, Founder of Cyber Trading University. So before we get started, guys, I'd just like to get to know a little bit about everyone here, and I want to know what kind of trader everybody is. So can everyone just give me a chat back and let me know, are you a stock trader, a day trader, forex trader, options trader, swing trader? What kind of trader is everyone? Just give me a chat back and let me know. Okay, we got we got some day traders, some stock trading, got some day traders here. Well, Colorado, that's good to see you. Welcome. Sundar, day trading, beginner trader. Tony does a little forex. Amy does a little swing trading. 3x ETFs from Flood. Okay, Mike Sage, there you go. Good to see you. Wow, looks like I have some students here too. Good to see you, Mike. Does some day trading. All right. Good, good, good. All right, so basically, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to kind of give you a little breakdown of what we're going to be learning and what we do here and at Cyber Trading University. I'm going to educate all of you guys a little bit about how the market is. One thing that's great about coming to these events is that you learn a little bit of the different markets. And I know that there are a lot of us here that are offering, how to move forward with your education. But the thing, one thing you have to remember, everybody here needs a mentor, okay? And everybody here should try a little bit of everybody's philosophy and product. And because you're not going to learn this on a YouTube channel, you're not going to learn this on your own. Okay, trading is a huge failure rate. So and don't take this the wrong way. Being from New York, we're pretty just straightforward. And I just hate seeing people lose money. We hate seeing. That's why we love teaching everybody. But I know a lot of you here are here to learn a little bit. But I'm just going to tell you this: that every single one of you should capitalize on everybody's product. And you could see they're not a lot, but it's very hard to teach someone how to trade within an hour. If I was a doctor and I took a free webinar for an hour, believe me, there'll be absolutely no way you want me to do brain surgery on you. So when it comes to finance, same thing, you have to react. Now, what I'm about to do today is I'm going to educate everyone a little bit about the different markets, how they work, how to find some stocks that we've traded, entries and exit points, how to use level 2 and level 3. I'm going to talk about how to interpret order flow on time and sales. I'm going to talk about stocks that we've traded this week, the good ones, the bad ones, and much, much more. So there's a lot of good things I want you guys to understand, and I don't know if everyone really knows how to trade the market. I preferably am a day trader. I'm a stock day trader. Living in New York, this is what we do here. We're more stock traders, but everything I teach you now, you can apply it to other things. I mean, trading has a lot to do with psychology, has a lot to do with journaling, but you got to understand how to play the game, ladies and gentlemen. And just to let you know, just like how MTI just mentioned, we're one of the longest running schools in the world. We've been doing this since 1995. I'm actually one of the original day traders that started stock trading back in the early 90s, and over the years, ladies and gentlemen, became a 12-time world champion in the market. I beat every school I competed against, and you're going to see what I'm about to show you that you could do it too. You just got to know how to play the game. Now, I always like to thank my family. I'm a very family-oriented guy. I've been married for 18 years. These are my 3 wonderful boys that my wife gave me, and the thing that my father always taught me is, his son, if you want to have, being an immigrant and my dad working 10 to 12 hours, he said, son, you know what, I didn't have the opportunity to start with an established, very established family. I came here with nothing, with a couple of coins in my pocket, but I worked very hard, and what I want you to do is, I don't want you to work so hard. I want you to have a better life with your family. I don't want you to be working 10, 12 hours, okay? We're here in New York for a reason. It's to, go out there, find the best people in the world, find a job that you like, and do yourself a favor. Learn from the best people in the business, because you'll have a better relationship with your kids, a better relationship with your wife, and it's more healthier and to go out there and do these things. So that's basically what I want to preach, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of my sirens from one of the stocks that we've been trading right now on the LEDS. But anyway, getting back into trading, ladies and gentlemen, my goal is I want to show you that why trading is the best job in the world, why you guys are here, because you want to do this as a career. But the thing is, if you're not going to learn from the best people in the industry, you're better off not even trading. And that's why MTI is actually hosting this event. So that's all we have to learn before we go out there and learn how to trade. Because you don't want to be the guy with the 6 monitors and trading by yourself. You want to trade with a family, which is on the right. You can see that's one of our on-site classes that we've just done. You want to be trading with a family, a team, and also with traders that are winners. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into talking a little bit about brokerage firms and what they do and the mistakes they do and how they get yourself, how they make money off of you. All right. Now, is anyone here? I have a couple of questions. Anyone here trading live in the market right now? Anybody trading? And if you are, like, first of all, nobody could read anybody's text. So just let me know what kind of broker you're dealing with. An online broker, direct access broker. If you don't know, just tell me. Just give me the name, and I'll tell you, if you're dealing with the right one. Because the reason why it's very important you answer this question is because 50% of you people fail just on this alone. Okay. Got TradeStation, good. Ameritrade, Clara. Ameritrade, okay, good. Anyone else? David is FXCM, okay, good. Thinkorswim, James, all right, good, good, good. If you're not dealing with a broker, just write none. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed about. Listen, you got to start somewhere. All right. So it looks like everyone has a couple of decent brokerage firms. Now, for me, what we do. The first thing we do here at Cyber Trading University is we have a very large staff of education advisors. We're not a franchise. We are, we have our main office here in New York, and what we do here at Cyber Trading University is if you're a student, you get to talk to an education advisor, and we want to make sure you have the right brokerage account because, listen, we don't get paid from brokers. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They don't do us any favors. We are brokerage firm neutral. We work for you. We just want to make sure you have the right brokerage account so you're not just opening it up just to get cheap tickets because that's what people usually do. They go out there and they think they want a cheap ticket. They get sold on some nice-looking commercial out there. Listen, brokerage firms, the way they make money is not charging you $7 a ticket. What they do is they go out there, they trade against you, they sell you payment for order flow, dark pools, all that stuff. And and that's something that you'll see in our trading room. We kind of show you during the real market conditions. Now, regarding about the Brexit, I mean, I think everyone knows about the Brexit, and you can see how the Dow Jones took a huge hit right here from 18,000 down to 17,000. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy, but what we did here at Cyber Trading University is this market crashed on a Friday, okay? All our students, we all got out on a Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'll tell you why. Here at Cyber Trading University, you're going to get a lot of experience. And the way we interpreted the Brexit is that if nothing happened, the market wasn't going anywhere. If something bad happened, it's going to tank. So, most of our traders pretty much got out of our positions. We sold everything, or we did an option trade, and we shorted the market. So, but that's trading, So with a Brexit, you got to understand what makes catastrophes as a trader makes opportunities. And I think every trader here and all the speakers here will agree with me. That's how we make our money. We don't really care what we trade. You think we care what Citibank is doing and Bank of America and Facebook is doing, and you think we care about earnings and like, oh wow, they had good earnings. We don't even. The less you know about trading, the better it is. That's what I was always taught. And you know what? That's what we kind of show you here at Cyber Trading University. So, but one thing we all agree on is the reason why we're here is to make money. That's why we're here. And but you got to know how to play the game. And that's where people make a lot of mistakes. They don't know how to play the game when it comes to trading, especially going into the summertime. The summertime is the best time to learn because the best times to trade are going to be in September, October, and November. You don't want to learn at the best time of the market. You want to be ready to trade that. But you got to know how to trade these summer months. So you sell in May, go away, learn what you got to learn, and come back in September. So that is basically the game plan of mistakes already. So let's kind of cover what we went over. Having the wrong brokerage account, knowing when to trade, when not to trade. Well, now we need to know is how to find some stocks to trade. Okay. Now I have a question for everybody. Where do you guys find stocks to trade, or how do you know what to buy and sell? Do you use scanners? Do you are you reading the paper? I mean, what are you guys are doing? Like, how do you interpret when you wake up in the morning? What rocks your boat? What makes you go out there and know what to buy and sell? Just curious. Scanners, okay. What else? Anybody else? Books? YouTube? Trend lines? Okay. That's it. No one else? No one knows how. No one here. Some scanners? Stock twits? Okay, gainers and losers. Okay, now you're talking my language, James. All right. So let me talk about some stocks that we've traded that made what James just brought up, because I think James and I are pretty much on the same page. Did anyone see the stock BGI? Anybody saw this BGI trade? Anybody trade it? BGI. No one here saw the stock. Okay. Let me bring up an execution system. BGI. This stock went from, in one day, this is a stock that we traded, went from 60 cents to $5 in one day. Now, this is not a penny stock. This is a Nasdaq national stock, okay? Think about it. If you bought the stock at $1 and you sold it, let's say at $3, not even max out, on 1,000 shares, you made $2,000. $2,000 over the course of the year is $500,000. This is one of our students, one of our gold students, Frank S. I was in BGI 3 times today. He got in, he sold it for an 8 cents profit, lost 2 cents, got back in at 3.17, sold it at 4.90, made $1.70. Total gain about $1.60 a share he made. Thanks for asking. This is one of our students that traded it. I mean, these are things that we traded. Now, how do we find these stocks? Big percentage gainers. Big percentage gainers. Okay? So this is basically what we were trading. Okay? Now, how do we find these stocks, ladies and gentlemen? Right here. Right through the top 20 list. All right? So let me do something really quick here because I want to show you something. Did anybody do any trading today? Anybody do any trading today? Let's look at this stock right here. Here's the big percentage gainers as of right now. Okay, everybody see this? Okay, everybody see that? All right. The biggest percentage gainer today is LEDS. Does everybody see that? Did anybody trade LDES? LDES. Anybody? Nobody saw this stock, right? It's the biggest percentage gainer of the day. Okay, let me just show you what we have right here. LEDS. Okay? This stock is at $11. It's up almost 300%. It started this morning at $4.50. It's still going higher. It's at $11.50. Okay? Are any of you guys in a professional trading room? Any of you guys ever been in a professional trading room, people that trade all day long? James, you have? Okay. Anyone else? Nobody? Okay. Well, how about if I told you that the students that I've trained are all in this position and making a lot of money? Would you believe me? Well, I'll prove it to you. Okay? Right now, we're looking in our trading room. This is, I'm going to invite all of you guys to come and join me tomorrow morning in this room right here. Okay, does everybody see this screen okay? All right, so what you're seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen, these are my students, okay? These are our instructors at Cybertrain University, and look what they're doing right here, my instructors. Read what these people are saying. Look at this guy right here, Mark. Mark LEDs took an 83-cent profit at $11, okay? Look at the announcements that we had this morning. LEDS, okay, this afternoon picks at 2:45, okay? Look what time it is right now. It's 3:45, okay? Look at the clock, what I told my students about the position. At 2:30, which is right around here, the stock was roughly about $9. Look where it is now. It's past 11. The stock keeps going higher. How many of you guys have ever been in a stock that was up 250% in one day? Any of you guys ever been in a position that was up 250% in one day? Nobody? Nobody's been in the stock up here. You know we do this almost every day? Every day. Think about it. Does anybody know what LEDS does? Does anyone even care? Well, first of all, Kyle, we don't trade penny stocks. These are not penny stocks, okay? These are all Nasdaq National, New York Stock Exchange stocks, okay? And you're right, Clara, but that's right. And who the hell cares, right? Money's money, right? Well, these are the things that we do at Cybertrain University. At Cybertrain University, this is what we do. We work together as a team. We trade stocks together. We work off the big percentage gainers. And this is what our students are doing, trading stocks like LEDS. All right? So, any questions so far? Any questions about how we find stocks? Because how we find that was in the big percentage gainers and losers. Once we find them, then we trade them together. Any questions? All right. So let's move on, because we don't have too much time. I got about less than 30 minutes. Now, if you guys want to see some YouTube and YouTube videos or Twitter, we post everything, so feel free to look us up. We got thousands of samples out there. But everyone will be able to come and join that room for as low as $7. That's right, $7 as a trial, you know. So listen, the $7 is just basically just going out there and paying for the webinar technology. And if you like it, you know, be a subscriber. If you don't, no problem. We'll give you money back, all right? But let's talk about timing during the day, okay? Now, as a trader, what we teach our students, how did you find these stocks? Amy, I just said it, through the percentage gainers and losers. That's where we found it. It was the biggest percentage gainer on the Nasdaq market, Nasdaq National Market. Now, how do we find these stocks? Well, the timing during the day is very critical, because day traders, we only trade the first hour of the open and the last 30 minutes of the close. That's about it. Actually, we've invented a clock that actually tells you when to do, when to not to do it. But here's a stock that we traded, a morning runner. Look at this AAL. Right? Here's a stock that went from $28 all the way to $29 by 11 o'clock. It retraced, and after that, flatline. So you could see a lot of the trading that we do. We only trade, you know, early in the morning and late afternoon. That's why people always ask me, if you're such a great trader, why do you teach? Well, to be honest with you, I started when I was 22 and I was retired at 24. When I was only working an hour a day, I had nothing else to do. So that was one of the reasons how I got into the education business. But trading is a part-time job. You only have to work a half a day, you know, and that's basically what we do. Now, here's another example of a stock that we've traded, PTCT. Here's a student basically telling, as much as I like to keep riding PTCT down, I'm calling it a day after a combine at $2.37. That's for getting me off the FCX this morning, Fausto. Thank you for your help. Josh, thank you. C2, best ever. And these are our students that you're going to, our traders that you're going to meet in our trading room. And one of the reasons why I was able to help them to get out of it is because we were looking at something called level 2 and level 3, okay? Now, does anyone here know what level 2 is? What we're looking at is the data. This is the data of the market. Anyone know how to read the data of the market? So listen to me carefully. What I'm about to teach you right now, listen very, very carefully. I'm going to teach you how we trade right now, okay? This is where we know where the direction of the stocks are going. Now, I'm going to repeat that question. Does anyone here know how to read level 2 quotes? Just give me a yes or no. Don't tell me a little bit, because that means there's no such thing of a little pregnant. Is you pregnant or are you not? Okay. Level 2, good. I'm glad. A lot of you. Amy, no. Don, no. Donald, no. Bright, no. Good. Okay. This is why 80% of the people fail. You're not seeing where the buyers and sellers are. You're basically trading blind. Think about it, guys. If you were able to see where the big block orders are, how much better and smarter trades would you do? So, if you look over here on the left, these are the buyers. Let me see if my pointer works here. There we go. Okay. So these are the buyers. These are the sellers. These are the brokerage firm's name, the price they want to buy it, and the amount of shares they want to buy. Everything there is multiplied by 100. These are the sellers who wants to sell it, the price they want to sell it, and the amount of shares they want to sell. Now, the problem with level 2 is it's not giving you the full data. It's not telling you all the orders out there, okay? So there's something called high-frequency trades. Does anybody know what high-frequency trades are? Anybody ever heard of it or know what HFTs are, high-frequency trades? So, okay, good. Amy doesn't know what level 2 is, but she heard of high-frequency trades. So, Amy and everybody else, if I was to tell you that I could show you where 70% of all the volume is, what is that worth to you? If you were able to know where 70% of all the buyers and sellers, where they're going, what's that worth to you? A lot? Priceless? Clara says, so you can watch, so you can ride the wave. I like that one. That would be great. Well, Bright, I'm going to tell all of you, okay? And by the way, I'm going to teach you this for less than $7 if you come and you watch us trade live. But I'm going to explain it to you. I don't want anybody going out there spending $7 if you don't think it's for you, but let me explain to you what it is. High-frequency trades is where 70% of the buyers and sellers are at. So you're going to see all the orders at every single price. This is called program trading. This is what's called, and what we're looking for is iceberg orders. So let me show you how to read this on a chart. All right, so here you have a stock. It went from $20.60 all the way down to about $20. Bounced off $20 and went all the way back down to $20.60. Why did the stock bounce at 20? You know why? When you look over here on level 3, these are the buyers in blue, the sellers are in red. And if you look at all the buyers, you work your way down that list, when you get around the $20.20, you'll see there's a 100,000 share buyer, an 18,000 share buyer, and a 52,000 share buyer. So that is correct, Dennis. There is a big, big demand out there. There are a lot of orders and a lot of more people looking to buy, because that right away you're seeing where the 200,000 share buyers are, because that guy can, those people can influence more of a demand than the people looking to buy only 6,000 shares. Okay, so that's why the stock bounced. It didn't bounce because Mr. Fibonacci said so. Didn't bounce because Mr. Bollinger said so. It bounced because the buyers said so. Remember, what makes indicators? Indicators were invented by mathematicians, okay? It's all about numbers. But the problem with indicators is they're lagging. It doesn't tell you if the orders are out there. The chart doesn't tell you if the orders are out there. That's where level 3 come in. So, right, Dennis. Well, Dennis, think about it. If you were waiting online, okay, and you saw a big line, everybody lined up at a specific price, okay, well, guess what? They're there because that's where they want to buy it. They're not there because they're that they just for their own goodwill. That's where they want to buy it. Here's another example. Look how the stock right here went from $14.50 down to $14, back to $50. Why is it having a tough time breaking 50? Not because of the 1,000 share seller or the 500 share seller, because you have a 17,000 share seller at $14.50. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do in our trading room. Okay, and when you join me tomorrow morning, you're going to see us follow orders, and then all we're doing is we're shadowing orders. That's all we're doing, having a game plan. You see, finding stocks to trade is the easiest thing in the world. But knowing when to get in and get out, that's where people have a problem. They get greedy. They depend on scanners. That's why I was asking you, how do you know where to buy? How do you know where to get out? Ladies and gentlemen, you know how things go up and down? Very simple. How they go up and down? Following the money. That's all you have to do. Think about how much smarter and better trades you would make if you were able to follow the money. See where the high-frequency trades are. Look at the time in sales. See if people are getting executed. Because, by the way, all the time in sales orders, that's where the charts get its data from. I don't know if you know that. You see, it's not as complicated as what people make it to be. I was there in the room, and Justin, I think you were in the room. You know what, Justin? I don't know what room you were in, but in our trading room, you see the actual buyers and sellers out there. We show you the ECN book. Clara, basically HFTs are all program trading. It's institutions, it's you, it's me, it's everybody. Will the stock always be around? I don't know what that means, Dennis. Could you be more specific on your question? Well, let's talk about some stocks that we traded this week. TWLO, I don't know if you guys saw this one. Here's a stock that went from 31 within an hour, went to 37. Have no idea what TWLO does. I don't care what it does, but you know what? When you have a stock that makes big moves, that's all we want. That's all we care about. Will the stock always be around? The stock market's well, Dennis, I mean, listen, I can make one big guarantee to you. When you and I die, the stock market will still be here, okay? All right. So the thing is this, the exchange will always be there. Certain stocks, I don't know about. But listen, as a trader, as a day trader, we're in and out the same day. So one thing I like about day trading is we get to sleep good at night. We don't hold positions overnight. God forbid there's another Brexit or anything out there. We don't have to deal with that headache or worry about anything. You don't make as much money as a swing trader, but most average day traders make between 500 to 1,000 a day, which is about 100 to $250,000. That's usually about the average. But the thing that you have to look at is that all we're looking at on the trades is we're looking at things that are making big moves. All we care about is making money. And here's one of the students, Andrea. He did really, really well trading. Made over about $4,000. I kind of like this. The reason why I like to share this is because we have a lot of older traders, and the reason why we have a lot of older traders, and I know some of you are probably older, because listen, Social Security's not paying enough, and we have a lot of time on our hands, and why should we just give it to someone else trade it for us? We could do it ourselves. So here's a great story. Stock on we just traded BGI, and if you can read this, Andrea, he basically was at 10:43. The stock was halted, and he placed an order for 2,000 shares at $1.20. Then he left to go to the hospital for some tests and forgot to cancel his order. And then he came back and he realized he bought it. When he got back in the room, he noticed that he was in the trade, and he got out of it at $3.22 for a $4,000 profit. So, that's a great story. So these are basically guys that, and men and women that you'll meet every day in our trading room. This is what we do. So, yeah, I know it's kind of funny, right? Someone says, sounds a little bit like me. Listen, we're just human just like you, you know? So, and not only going long, you can make money going short. You know, I mean, here's a stock CC that got destroyed yesterday. Literally came down the cliff in less than an hour. You know, so there are constant opportunities out there as traders that we're working together in the trading room. That's what you got to focus on. You got to work together like a team. Are any of you here part of like a group or, you know, part of a team of traders, successful traders, or are you just trading by yourself in your basement with your 6 monitors? You know, I mean, how successful can you be? That's the way you got to look at it. So, can any of you guys come and join me tomorrow morning in my trading room? Any of you guys can come in and join and want to see what it's all about and see a stock like LEDS that I just showed you was up about 300%? I can't guarantee we'll see another one, but I know I can definitely show you 20, 50%, you know, I mean, and not one, several of them. Amy, we start at 8:30 Eastern time. That's what time we start in the morning, at 8:30. The reason why is we'll do a live audio broadcast at 9 a.m. Eastern. We trade, most of our biggest winning trades are in the pre-market. Have any of you guys ever looked or traded in pre-market? Any of you guys ever do that, pre-market trading? One of you don't have access to it, your broker won't let you? No? Well, guess what? That's fine, because that's why well, pre-market sounds good. Okay. You don't have access to it, Bright? Okay. Well, guess what? You do have access to it. Your brokerage firm is probably not letting you have access to it, and that's where we come in, and we'll show you, because listen, this is something they will not tell you. This is where brokerage firms have the VIP access, and so do you. And that's where they post their orders and get the stock. So they'll buy it, and then when the market opens up, then they'll say, oh, now you could buy it, and they'll sell it to you for a profit. That's basically what they're doing. So we'll see all this action that they're doing tomorrow morning, and we'll basically ride their coattail. You know, that's the way I've learned, you know, how to trade. And it's amazing, but 95% of the people in this world don't know they had access to it and don't even know how to trade it. And tomorrow you'll get the opportunity to see it. Well, Dennis, you know what? That's a great question. Dennis is saying, I always heard that pre-markets, there's no volatility in it. Well, Dennis, first of all, who told you that? And who trained you that? And also, did that person show you that there's no volatility out there? You know, so you got to look at it in that way. So, listen, there are a lot of good speakers out there. You know what? You heard it. You know what, Dennis? I heard of this such thing of unicorns, but I never really saw one. But I heard about it. You know, I never seen one. Okay, so, you know, but guess what? I will show you the unicorn tomorrow morning. How about that? All right. All right. So, and not only that, but you'll meet the hundreds of traders, students of mine, and you'll see us how we'll trade and make money in the morning. So that's the beauty of it. So listen, the potential income I want you guys to realize is that, you know, what we try to teach is you how to trade 1,000 shares, make 50 cents a day, 20 trading days. I mean, if you really think about that, that's $120,000 a year. Where, first of all, it's not hard to make 50 cents. I just showed you a stock, LEDS, the stock went from $4 to $11, you know, more, actually $11.50. If you think you could have made 50 cents, you had all day to make 50 lousy, stinking cents on that stock. So, and you know what? You'd have to make the full $6, 50 lousy cents, and you do that every day. You're talking about a nice little salary. But to do that, you need mentors. All right, and that's the thing I want you to be focused on. You gotta have mentors. And listen, not by one. And I want you guys to understand that. Listen, there's a lot of great speakers today, okay? And, you know, they have great content, and you can learn from all of us. And I recommend that all of you learn a little bit from all of us. But what you need to do is once you find that right person that you click with, it's like dating. And we all dated, right? And a lot of us, obviously didn't marry the first person. Maybe some of you did, but some of us, you know, we dated and we finally found the person that we liked, because we all know marriage is awesome, but divorce is very expensive. So, so you want to make sure you're getting married to the right person, but you can't be single forever. You can't trade by yourself. It's not going to work. It's really, really tough to do that. So you just start small, listen to some mentors out there, and then the thing that you want to focus on is don't listen. Listen, I know I'm a good trader, but you have to see, could Fausto make, you know, Bryce and Howard and Dennis and Mike, all you guys can make you guys good traders. And the way you're going to see that is watch our students, see what they're doing. Listen, very important from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs always said, great things in business are never done in one person. They're done by a team of people. So if you're not surrounded by great, successful traders, it's going to be a little difficult to be very successful in this business. Because let me tell you, it is the best job in the world. You could spend more time with your family, do the things you always wanted to do, buy those nice gifts that you always wanted, you know, but you got to learn. Remember, I was a big failure rate. Some of you, if you ever read my book, I blew up 3 accounts. And you know what? I was a 22-year-old ignorant kid until I realized, you know what? What am I doing? Why am I trying to pretend to be something I'm not? Why don't I just learn from the best? So you got to learn. I'm just happy you guys are here. So how could you start learning today, guys? From a 12-time world champion and #1 school 6 years in a row by Equities Magazine. $7. Come and try it. After 7 days, it's $67. You know, start small. Go in that trading room and go from there. All right? I mean, it's basically a cup of coffee. That's all it's costing you, okay? And you know what? If you're not happy, I'll give you your money back. The $7, just to let you know, is just covering the webinar technology. We use very, very expensive webinar technology, so we just want to cover our costs. Believe me, we're not keeping the lights on. But if you like what you see, then hopefully you'll be part of the team, and then hopefully you'll be a student of ours and become a subscriber to our room. Now, before we go, ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you the link for anyone here that wants to join that room. I know we have a couple of minutes before the next presenter comes on. Let me just give you that link right here. There we go. ctu.co/trial. We just did a major overhaul on our website. And just want to give you that link right here. Hold on. There we go. There you go. All right. Now, anyone have it? Oops, got the wrong one. Is that what it is? Yep. There we go. That's the one right there. And by the way, you could also call us at 877-70-CYBER. You can call us at this number, and we have some education advisors standing by. Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, Clara, the promotion ends today, okay? You could just register now, and once again, you could start it on Monday if you want. Just talk to the education advisor and just tell them when you want to start your trial if you can't make it. But the promotion ends today. How do you, any other questions? You're more than welcome, Amy. I appreciate it. Guys, just remember what I told you. The cheapest thing you could do is getting yourself educated. And, you know, you got to be part of a team. You got to be part of a family. You got to be part, you got to see the culture, what's going on. And you should try a little bit of everything. There's some great speakers from Forex, from futures, from stocks, from day trading, swing trading. And, you know, you might go out there and think you might like something, but never knew what the other markets are. You need to understand all the markets. But don't get convinced that just because you learn one way, maybe that way ain't really working out for you. You know, you got to know the real truth. Okay? Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? You had about 2 minutes, about a minute or two. I know the next presenter is coming at 4:15. So I'm going to give you guys a little time here. Can we come to your office and meet you? Clara, you're more than, you know what, call the office. You're more than happy to. We do on-site classes all the time. You know, we're here, right here in Long Island. You're more than happy to come meet with us. How do you get in tomorrow? Okay, when you register on the website, okay, you're going to click on Membership Logon, and when you get in that room, I'm going to click on mine. Right here on the right-hand side, it says click here to CyberPro Live, and you'll be able to see the Cyber Group room, your education classes, enter here to go to new Cyber Training University portal. We just launched, this took about 2 years in the making. We spent almost several $100,000 building the new portal for all our students, so definitely check out our new portal. We have a whole, that's me right there making my favorite sauce. Right, so we have a whole new portal that we just launched and everything, so definitely check out. We made our lives a little bit easier here. We also, when you also become a Cyber Group member, you also have access to trading journals where you can track your journals. This is my demo account. You can see how you're doing in your trading account, and you can monitor your trades and how you're doing and everything like that. So what you're doing for the month, you know, for the, there's a full journal, all this good stuff. So you're getting a lot of great incentives when you become a member of Cyber Training University. How do you overcome fear? Well, a lot. Well, trading. A lot. I mean, Denise. Dennis. A lot of people have a problem with deer in the headlights, and what's happening is that maybe you're not trading enough, and that's where your education comes in, and that's one of the things that you're going to learn with experience, and that's something that when you're part of people that are very experienced, that's where you're going to kind of overcome that. But you know, you always got to answer yourself. You always got to ask yourself a question, Dennis. Who trained you, and who taught you about fear, and who actually, you know, and who actually traded with you? That's what you have to look at. Yes, that's right. So you pay $7 and you get in tomorrow, and the room opens up at 8:30, an hour before the pre-market, and we do a live audio broadcast at 9. So make sure you're in there at 8:30 so you can see some of the students getting in and out of positions and in the trading room. Okay? All right, everybody. So listen, I want to give you about a minute or two to start registering. And the same thing, guys, listen, thank you so much. I'd like to thank MTI running another very successful event. And once again, there's a lot of great speakers here. Please go out there, listen to all of them, listen to them very carefully, you know, and the more you listen to them and the more you learn, the better you're going to get to trading. But remember, you know, if you think education's expensive, try ignorance. The cheapest trade you can make is get yourself traded. The cheapest trade you can make is getting educated. All right, so go out there and learn from everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, MTI, for having me. Everyone, have a happy summer.